Hashem has three parts, and those three parts are Nefesh, Ruach, and Neshama. The Neshama is the mind, where we speak, where we think, and we connect to Hashem through our mind. The Ruach is our emotions and our speech, where we talk and we feel close to Hashem. And the Nefesh is our life. Our life, the fact that we wake up every morning, the fact that we can breathe, the fact that we can live. And the greatest thing we can use to sanctify Hashem in this world is to give over our life to Hashem. And all our thoughts should be for Hashem. And all actions should be for Hashem. This is really one of the greatest things that a Jew can do in this world. And as we approach Tafshin Pei Gimel, and we're hoping very, very much that it'll be a year of Geula, Chazal, our sages, revealed to us that the most apropos time, and the most appropriate time to come is Motzi Shemitah. After a special year where thousands and thousands of Jewish farmers refrained from being osik, from being involved in their monastic for the whole year. And the land was fallow. And in fact, the mitzvah coming up on Rosh Hashanah, that bones are given up by Shmita. Shmita is really a year of Nitachon. I think I'll look it up in the Bible. And after such a year, it's a year of Achan, a year of preparation. And Chazal tell us that we use Tafshin Pei Beis, use it well as a year of preparation, then we'll be Zoche B'Zrat Hashem and Tafshin Pei Gimel to the Geula. But something that we really, really have to keep in mind for the upcoming year is that it's very easy to feel that the Geula is very far away. We've been davening for it for so many generations. Shemon Esrei, we ask for Bnei Yishalayim, we ask for Tzmirka and Yeshua, Shema Koleinu, we ask for it. And it might seem it's been so many years, it's been almost 2,000 years since the Beis Hamikdash was destroyed. Now, why should the Beis Hamikdash come now? And the answer to that question is that the Gilui, the revelation of Hashem's presence, which the Gilui is. The Gilui is the light that will come after the darkness. And the more darkness there is in the world, the more appropriate, the more apropos, the more likely it is that the Gilui will come. Because the Gemara says the Gilui has to come in a backdrop of complete darkness. And the Gemara says in Sanhedrin that the light of the Gilui will be so strong that Rishonim will be blinded by it. They were so absorbed in the darkness that when the light comes, just like when a person's in a dark room and suddenly a very powerful light goes on, and it causes tremendous pain to their eyes. And the more contrast, the more darkness there was, the more light there is, the more pain there will be for us. And that'll teach us that the darkness of the gullies will be so great, and the light of the gloom will be so strong that it will destroy the Yishoyim. It won't be able to exist in such a atmosphere, as people said. But on the other hand, those of us who are in this intense darkness, and by intense darkness, I mean what's going on in the world today, the lack of recognition of Hashem's presence, the lack of morality, the lack of complete liberalism of the world to accept the most revolting philosophies as status quo. All of this darkness, the more we can pull away from this, the more that we can connect to the light of the Torah and the light of the Geula. So we won't be absorbed in that darkness. We'll be separate from everything. And when the light comes, we'll just be intensifying the light that we already have in our lives. And this is really the key to the Book of Life. The key to the Book of Life is connecting to the bright, bright light in Shem, and especially belief in the group. Especially believing, even though it's been 2,000 years that we haven't had a basic English, but it can happen at any moment. This is one of the six things that we're asked when we get to Shemaim is Sapiti Yeshua. Sapiti is literally a yearning and a connection. The more we connect ourselves now to the light of the Gula, the more when it comes that we'll be enjoying, be enveloped in that light. And not just Hashem like Rishoyim, we're going to be blinded by that light. And the way we connect to that light is appreciation. To want it very badly, and want it so much that it is a center place in our life. Have a muna that the goal will come. The Rush, on his commentary on the Torah, is an incredible idea. We've said this before, but it needs to be said many times. That doesn't Baviram, all the problems in the Midbar happened with doesn't Baviram, left over the run, doesn't Baviram were fighting. There were two extremely problematic personalities in the Torah. Yet, Chazal tell us that Hamushin Yotz Mitzrayim, according to one explanation, is a fifth of the Jews survived, which means that close to 15,000 Jews killed between Magus Choshech, about 3 million got out. According to another explanation, it means maybe probably only 2% of the Jews get out. It's hundreds of thousands, hundreds of millions of Jews died. And if so, how could Dustin Bavirin survive this? And the Rush, and his commentary on Torah says, because they wanted the Gula. They were connected to that light of the Gula. Whoever's connected to that light will be included in that light. But whoever's not connected to that light will be blinded when the Gula comes, and that will cause his demise. And the way we connect ourselves to that light is to want the Gula with all our heart, with all our soul. As the Chavetz Chaim had said that he had a suitcase they would save for when the Gula comes, and take it with them. And when you heard a commotion, say maybe the Gula is coming now. The Gula is right around the corner. It's coming at any moment. And that's the piece of Yeshua. The piece of Yeshua is that we need it. We need it. As we said, the serious nefesh is our life force. So without the Gula, our life is very, very lacking. Not because of problems in Parnasa, or not because of problems in health, or not because of problems in Shalom bias. Right? These will all disappear when the Gula comes. That's not why we should want the Gula. The Chavetz Chaim reveals that the reason we want the Gula is because of Chilul Hashem. It's because of the great, great darkness that exists in the world today, and the desire, the beautiful, powerful, illuminating light, the Bori Olam, to fill the entire world. And the more that we connect ourselves to that light, the more that we have a opportunity for a beautiful year, the Tafshin Pei Gimel. The Torah says that really, in Rosh Hashanah, we're asking for a miracle to take place for the Jewish people as a whole, Minechtam, be signed into the Book of Life. There's so many Jews today who are estranged from the Torah, so far away, and we have to really, it has to be hard for us. It has to be hard for us to see the darkness. And how many Jews in Klal Yisrael don't know about the light of Hashem, and to daven that they should come closer and closer to the Bori Olam. I was in a taxi the other day, and it was, I guess, yesterday night. I had to be in the hospital in the morning, so I wanted to come to the coastal the 39th day, and it was packed here, no transportation. I had to get home, and I was able to get a ride in an Arab taxi There were three other yeshiva bucks there, taxi, and the taxi driver was telling us that his mother is Jewish, his father is Arab, and completely estranged from any Judaism. And I wanted to tell him that you're just as Jewish as any of us in the taxi, any of the yeshiva bucks here, just as Jewish, and Hashem is longing for you to come back, be part of the Jewish people. This is Hashem's great desire, and Hashem's greatest desire in the world today is to reveal His presence and bring the light of Geulah, to illuminate the entire world with the light of Geulah. And as dark as it might be today in the world, as far away as we are, and in Eretz Israel, we're getting geared up for Rosh Hashanah and Kippur, the Chagim, but they're also getting geared up for the elections which are taking place. And anyone who has eyes in their head can see that there is no more concept of government left in Israel. It's already the fifth or sixth election. It's been stalemate. And Hashem is showing to the entire Jewish people, the entire state of Israel, the entire world, that there is only one Manig in Israel, and that's Hashem Yisparach. It's not possible to make a government, but the statements that are coming out from politicians, from the government, so antithetical to our beliefs in Torah, and all of these things are darkness. All of these things are Hoshe from darkness and the antithesis of the Gula. But this is what Chazal tell us, that this darkness must exist before the Gula comes. The world has to get to a point of complete darkness, where it's so dark that when the light comes, it will be such a flash of light that it will literally blind and destroy Rishoyim. Rishoyim will be destroyed by the intense contrast of the light coming and the backdrop of the darkness. So this really is the key. The keys to the book of life. Right? Why does Hashem keep us alive? Kol Shabrasi and Kol Shabrasi. Everything that Hashem created in this world for the sake of His honor. And the more that we connect ourselves to His honor, the more we connect ourselves to life. And the greatest honor that Hashem could possibly have is the honor of the Gula. This week at the funeral of Queen Elizabeth, there was a tremendous display of royalty. Perhaps one of the last pockets in the world where we have royalty left, and a tremendous display of honor that was afforded to the Queen. This is just a me'ain shebe'ain shebe'ain. This is to teach us right before Rosh Hashanah what Malchus is, what honor is. The honor of the Queen is a minuscule drop to teach us, to reveal to us what Hashem's honor is. And the more that we yearn the revelation of Hashem's honor in the backdrop of the darkness of the world today, the more we're connected to life, and the more we have a chance to be nechtav, nechtam into the book of life. This is the key. This is the key to the book of life. Practically speaking, that means a few things. It means in Shemona Esrei, two parts of Shemona Esrei. The first three brachos and the last three brachos, when you come in front of a king, queen, there's a procedure. The first thing you have to do is praise them, and then the last thing you have to do is to thank them. In the middle, you ask for requests. The first six requests in Shemona Esrei, personal requests for tshuva, for geula, for health, for parnasa. Then afterwards, the next six requests we make are requests for the Jewish people, for Klal Yisrael. We finish them off with asking for Yerushalayim, asking for Yeshua, Geula, and then asking Hashem should hear our tefillah. Those three brachas, the Yerushalayim, Tzemach David, Shema Koreinu, and really all six brachas, because it's really a talit, it's really a procedure, step by step, coming back to Israel, having Malchus, getting rid of the Rishoyim, who we know the Vilna Gaon tells us that there's a remnants in the parsha of Yaakov Avinu Esav that it says that the Bnei Rachel, so Bnei Rachel says the Vilna Gaon and Talmud Chachamim, the time right before the Gula, Talmud Chachamim will be looked at with disgrace, and Bnei Leah, or after Bnei Rachel, that's the Hamunam, everybody else. And the Bnei Shvakas Barosh says the Vilna Gaon that the Jewish people will be ruled, will be governed by a government which is totally estranged from Hashem. Hashem plays no part and no role in this. When you hear on the radio from morning to night the speeches, there's not one utterance in Hashem's name. It's all about power, it's all about control. And we've seen already 6 times that the Israeli government's come to a stalemate. The rulers of the Jewish people are people unfortunately estranged from Hashem. It's not even clear that they're Jewish. And if there are, Bill Nagon reveals us they're definitely part of the Erev Rav, the non-Jews that Moshe Rabbeinu accepted into Klal Israel as we left Mitzrayim. It says to Bill Nagon that all our problems, almost all of our problems about the Golas, have been a result of the mixture of the Erev Rav into Klal Israel. And these are the people who we see are leading us in these last period before the Gula. Our desire has to be, as we say in Shemon Esrei, the downfall of the Victorian, strengthening tzaddikim, return of mishpat to the Jewish people, Sanhedrin, and then building in Yerushalayim. And we see it today. Come to the Kaisel every week. It's being built. It's being expanded. Yerushalayim is being expanded. The light rail system is coming all through highways and buildings. Hashem is paving the way for the Gula to come. And essentially, all of us have to be there. All of us have to make our way to Eretz Yisrael. And as my friends and family in America tell me, that day is getting closer and closer. You see America is crumbling. The idealism of America is crumbling. And the power and the domination of America as a superpower in the world is falling apart in front of our eyes. Ask anybody in finances, they'll tell you that things are crumbling, and Hashem is getting ready to bring all of us to Eretz Yisrael to reveal the light of the Gula. We all have to understand, every single one of us, each and every single one of us has the power to bring that very close. And I'm not sure how many people participated in these tefillas for 40 days, but it was a very, very special time for me to be able to come to the coastal every day, to beg Hashem for the Gula to take place. And as I conclude these 40 days, I give great thanks to the Borei Olam for letting me do this, and great thanks to any women of Manenu, even for part of the time and other time, they're able to join with me. And I'd like, if it's possible, just to say two Tikkun Tillim as a shlama, as a completion of this avoda. But while it's a completion, it's only a start. It's only a start. Because Bezrat Hashem, all of those tefillas, the coastal is Shar Shemayim, it's the gate to heaven. All of those tefillas went straight up to Shemayim. They're all being saved there, together with all the other tefillas of Klal Israel. We know they're so close. My Rebbe, Rav Moshe Sternbach, he should be well. Moshe Ben Dvorah has been well recently, and he went to him to Yeshua Gedol or for Shlema, saying so many times, we're one hair's breadth away. Hashem was waiting for our tefillas, as we say so many times from Sternbach. He's waiting for that one act of Mesiras Nefesh, Bein Adam L'Chavero, which is going to bring the Gula. So, I'd like now to finish off and say here at the Kosel, two Prokim, Tilim, and Kuframid, two very, very powerful, chapters with Tilim together. Say it, and everyone can say it quietly if you may. But as Shimshon Pincus says, a person could daven quietly, and in their hearts they're screaming out to Hashem. He calls this Sa'aka. Saki said, screaming out to the Borei Olam, and there could be no sound coming from your mouth. In the depth of your heart, screaming out to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We have to really scream now from the depth of our heart that the Gula should come. It's so painful to see hundreds and hundreds of soldiers, men and women. Some of them don't know who Avnei is. They don't know who Moshe Rabbeinu was. But they know that this is the place to be before Hashem. Because this is the place where Hashem's presence is meant as well. And it should come back very, very soon. So B'ezrat Hashem now, let's finish off 2 o'clock until him. And B'ezrat Hashem, Hashem should hear our tefillahs.